Hello, greetings mga ka-spacers natin out there from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. And sa lahat po ng ating mga ka-spacers na nakatutok at nanonood po ngayon sa akin worldwide and netwide, magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. This is your ka-spacer and space commander, Sir Jun Cajigal, welcoming you to another of my personal vlogs. So sa vlog po natin ngayon mga ka-spacers, we will visit the 4 Galilean moons of Jupiter and we will visit also Jupiter itself. So ayan po yung ating pag-uusapan dito sa vlog na ito using this computer application called Orbiter. So bago po tayo magpatuloy, konting disclaimer lang po. So I am not using this computer application called Orbiter as a simulator. So again po baka malito po kayo. This is not a simulation kasi hindi naman po ako nagko-control. Alright, I am not controlling this as a simulator. So this is a pre-recorded video of a demo mode showing the 4 Galilean moons and the planet Jupiter. So naka-demo mode po tayo at ni-record ko po yung demo mode na ito para ipakita ko lang po sa inyo yung parang bumibisita tayo, nasa loob tayo ng isang spaceship and bibisita po tayo dun sa 4 Galilean moons, Io, Europa, Callisto, and Ganymede, and Jupiter. Ayan po. So nakikita nyo ngayon on screen para tayong nakasakay sa spaceship and we are orbiting the Earth. Then in a few minutes, dito ipapakita sa pre-recorded video na ito na aalis tayo sa orbit ng Earth at papunta po tayo sa Jupiter and bibisita po tayo sa 4 Galilean moons, Io, Europa, Callisto, and Ganymede. So ayan po, gusto kong ilinaw po sa inyo na hindi po ito simulation. Okay, pre-recorded video ito na ipapakita ko lang po sa inyo yung 4 na Galilean moons and Jupiter. Ayan, so kunyari po nakaalis na tayo sa orbit ng Earth at papunta na po tayo sa Jupiter. Ayan po, yun lang naman po ang gusto kong pakita po sa inyo. And rest assured na lahat po ng sasabihin ko dito ay well-researched naman. Na hindi naman po ako magsasabi ng mali about na ipapakita ko po ngayon sa inyo. Alright? So yun po ang gusto kong ilinaw po sa lahat ng mga nanonood po ngayon sa akin. So rest assured po na lahat ng sinasabi ko dito ay well-researched naman. Alright? So marami pong salamat sa inyong pag-unawa and ituloy na po natin ang ating pagbisita sa 4 na Galilean moons, Io, Europa, Ganymede, and Callisto. And we will be visiting Jupiter itself. Alright, so you are now viewing on screen our approach to the mighty Jupiter. And so imagine po ninyo na nakasakay po kayo sa spaceship and palapit na po tayo sa Jupiter. And in a few moments, bibisita po tayo sa mga Galilean moons. Kaya Galilean kasi si Galileo po yung unang nakakita nito using his telescope. But again, the telescope was not invented by Galileo. So in history, ang telescope was given credit to Hans Lippershey kasi siya yung unang nag-patent nung kanyang ginawang telescope. Actually, marami nagke-claim regarding the invention of the telescope. Kaya lang si Hans Lippershey, siya kasi yung una nag-patent Kaya siya yung he was given credit to the invention of the telescope and not Galileo. Alright, hindi naman si Galileo nag-invento. Kaya lang Galileo made improvements on the telescope. Mas malakas yung telescope ni Galileo as compared to Lippershey. And Galileo pointed his telescope towards Jupiter and ito po yung nakita niya, isang bright disk and surrounding the bright disk are 4 dots, diba? Alam niyo po yun in history. So those 4 dots are the Galilean moons. So Io, Europa, Callisto, and Ganymede. Okay, so we are now approaching Jupiter and in a few moments we will be visiting the first of the Galilean moons sa ating screen, which is Europa. Ayan, so we are now approaching Europa. Again mga ka-spacers, this is a pre-recorded video of the demo mode of Orbiter. Hindi po ito simulator. Okay, hindi po ito simulation ng pag ating pagbisita kasi hindi naman po ako nagko-control. No? Pre-recorded video ito. Ang gusto ko lang po ipakita sa inyo ay itong mga moons na si Io, Ganymede, Callisto, and Europa. Ito, si Europa po ito nakikita nyo on screen. Alright. So, Europa, yan nakikita nyo ngayon on screen, is slightly smaller than the Earth's moon. Ayan po. And makikita nyo dito sa ating image ng Europa, meron siyang crisscrossing striations, no? Or streaks. So nakikita nyo yan, no? So marami siyang striations and long linear fractures. Actually, Europa's surface is covered with water ice. Ayan, Europa's surface is covered with water ice. Yan, at itong water ice surface is crisscrossed by long linear fractures or streaks or striations. Yan, no? Sa nakikita niyong image natin, maraming mga linya-linya, parang mga fractures yan or streaks or striations. The surface is crisscrossed by an intricate array of curved linear grooves. So nakikita nyo ngayon sa ating image ng Europa. Ayan, no, di ba maraming grooves, striations crisscrossing the icy surface of Europa. Okay? And the markings are as much as several tens of kilometers in width and extend in some instances for thousands of kilometers. Alright? So yung origin yan, yung mga streaks na yan, unknown pa rin, but they may be fractures caused by the stretching of Europa's crust due to the tidal forces raised by Jupiter's gravitational pull. Ayan po. So yun yung isa sa mga dahilan, posibleng dahilan kung bakit may mga striations or streaks dun sa icy surface ng Europa. So they may be fractures caused by the stretching of Europa's crust due to tides raised by Jupiter's gravitational pull. Kasi Jupiter being the largest planet, di malakas din yung kanyang gravitational influence sa mga buwan na ito. Ayan, so nakita nyo mga ka-spacers, no? Marami siyang streaks and striations. Alright, and yung icy sheet ng Jupiter, beneath that, baka may liquid water. The subsurface of Europa may be a liquid ocean. No? So baka may tubig. That's why Europa is a good candidate for the existence of life outside planet Earth. Kasi in astrobiology, di ba? The search for life outside planet Earth is the search for water. And many astronomers believe that beneath the icy sheet of Europa may be liquid water. Alright, mga ka-spacers. So we are now approaching Io. No? Ito naman si Io. Very interesting to mga ka-spacers. Yung buwan na ito si Io. Alright, Io is the most volcanically active body in the solar system. Yan, no? A volcanically active body. And as discovered by Voyager, Io has more than 400 active volcanoes. No, grabe mga ka-spacers. That makes Io the most geologically active object in the solar system. Alright, several volcanoes even produce plumes of sulfur and sulfur dioxide that climb as high as 500 kilometers above the surface. And may mga images ang Voyager na na-detect niya yung mga plumes na yan, no? Produced by several volcanoes na nakita dyan sa Io. So quite fascinating, no? Isn't it mga ka-spacers? Ayan, Io's surface is peppered with hundreds of volcanoes. Some even spewing out sulfurous plumes reaching hundreds of miles high. So yun din yung nakita ng Voyager and maraming images ng Voyager showing those plumes spewing out from those volcanoes. Alright, Io also is the innermost of the Galilean moons or Galilean satellite. It finds itself caught in a gravitational tug of war between Jupiter and the two nearby Jovian moons, Europa and Ganymede. Okay? Kasi baka may magtanong, ano yung source ng heat ng volcanoes? Bakit ang daming active volcanoes sa Jupiter, sa Io? No, saan galing yung heat na yan? So many astronomers believe na yung gravitational tug of war between Jupiter and even the two nearby moons, Europa and Ganymede, may generate mga tidal forces na nagpo-produce ng heat that drives Io's intense volcanic activity. Ayan po, no? That's according to NASA. Ayan, no? Alright, so Io finds itself caught in a gravitational tug of war between Jupiter, Europa, and Ganymede. These tidal forces generate the heat that drives Io's intense volcanic activity according to NASA. Alright mga ka-spacers, no? So isn't that fascinating about Io? Alright. Okay. So we are now approaching the next moon. Alright, this is Ganymede. Ayan, Ganymede. Alright mga ka-spacers, no? This is Ganymede. And Ganymede is the largest moon in our solar system. No, Ganymede is even larger than Mercury. O, biruin yun, saan pa kayo, no? Ganymede is the largest moon in the solar system. And based on the flyby of Voyager, Ganymede is composed of approximately equal amounts of silicate rock and water ice. Okay, and makikita niyo sa ating image ng Ganymede, there are dark regions. No, parang parang sa buwan, di ba? And these dark regions may be saturated with impact craters. So Ganymede is a cratered moon, no? Ayan. Lighter regions cross-cut by extensive grooves and ridges as you could see on screen. Ayan, no? Ayan, and only slightly less ancient cover the remainder of it. Ayan, no? So ayan po, no? Ito yung surface ng Ganymede. So meron siya mga dark regions saturated with impact craters and the lighter regions cross-cut by extensive grooves and ridges. Alright, Ganymede mga ka-spacers is the largest moon not only of Jupiter but the solar system. Yan, Ganymede is even larger than Mercury. Alright, so fascinating indeed mga ka-spacers. Ganymede is composed of approximately equal amounts of silicate rock and water ice. No, baka may tubig din sa Ganymede. But again, hindi kagaya ng Europa kasi Europa talaga yung surface niya is water ice and many astronomers believe that beneath that water ice may be liquid water. Baka ganun din sa Ganymede. So siguro dapat magpadala ang NASA ng isang mission, no? Not only to Europa but to Ganymede. No? Baka there's a possibility also na baka may tubig dyan. Alright, so comment down below mga ka-spacers, no? If you have any comments or reactions or questions, please comment down below. Ayan po. So you are now viewing on screen Ganymede. Now Ganymede being the largest moon of the solar system. Ayan, no? Ayan, nakita niyo yung Jupiter sa likod. Alright, so bago tayo magpatuloy, we still have 2 moons to visit. So tapos na tayo sa Europa. Io, tapos na rin tayo. And isa na lang pala, no? Sa 4 na moons. So tapos na tayo sa Ganymede. We're done with Io and we're done with Europa. So yung last is Callisto. Ayan. And mamaya bibisita rin tayo sa Jupiter. Alright, ang ganda no mga ka-spaces. So hindi ba kayo nafa-fascinate dyan? Hindi pa kayo nahihiwagaan? So if you're fascinated by what you are seeing right now, just comment down below. Okay, and again ulitin ko po mga ka-spacers, hindi po ito simulation. pagbisita natin sa mga Galilean moons. This is a pre-recorded video of orbiter in demo mode. Naka-demo mode po siya. So meron doon mga selections doon sa demo mode, Galilean view. Yan, mga Galilean moons. So yun po yung aking ginagamit para ipakita ko po sa inyo how it feels na bumisita doon sa 4 Galilean moons. Io, Europa, Callisto, and Ganymede. Okay, yun lang naman po yung aking intention. Alright? Ayan po. So we are now viewing on screen Callisto. Ayan. So nabisita na natin po ang Io, Europa, Ganymede, and ito na po yung last of the Galilean moons, Callisto. Ayan. Alright. Okay. Callisto, mga ka-spacers, is Jupiter's second largest moon. Ayan, no? And the third largest moon in our solar system. Okay, it's about the same size as Mercury kasi ang Ganymede mas malaki pa sa Mercury. So, yeah, Callisto is about the same size as Mercury. In the past, some scientists thought of Callisto as a boring, ugly duckling moon kasi, di ba, tingnan nyo, nakikita nyo on screen, medyo maitim siya, marami siyang dark areas, tapos heavily cratered pa yung surface niya. So, medyo kaya nga ugly duckling. Hindi kagaya ni Io na yellow, no, kasi yung sulfur. Hindi kagaya ni Ganymede, no, may mga ano pa siya grooves dun sa surface niya. And hindi kagaya ng Europa na smooth yung surface kaya kasi water ice po yung surface na may mga striations. Ito parang ang maitim siya, di ba? Maitim siya kaya ugly duckling. No? In the past, some scientists thought that Callisto is as boring, ugly duckling moon. And a hunk of rock and ice. Ayan po, no? So nakikita nyo mas marami siyang mga dark areas. That's because the crater covered world, heavily cratered tong Callisto, didn't seem to have much going on, no? No active volcanoes, no shifting tectonic plates, no? But data from NASA's Galileo spacecraft in the 1990s revealed that Callisto may have a secret. Yan, a salty ocean beneath its surface. Yan, okay? Baka lang, no? Anyway, we still have to confirm kung talagang dapat may mission dyan sa Callisto. Ito lang yung mga data na nakuha ng NASA from the Galileo spacecraft. May have a secret, no? May. A salty ocean beneath its surface. Ayan, alright? In mythology, Callisto is named for a woman turned into bear by Zeus. Si Zeus kasi ano yan, supreme god. Ang counterpart niya is si Jupiter, no, sa Roman mythology. Alright? Sa Greek mythology, ang supreme god ay si Zeus. Sa Roman mythology, si Jupiter. Ayan. Callisto is named for a woman turned into bear by Zeus. Okay, in Greek mythology, Zeus is identical to the Roman god Jupiter. Ayan po mga ka-spacers. So those are the Galilean moons. Okay? Callisto, Ganymede, Io, and Europa. Yan. So sana nagustuhan niyo po yung ating pagbisita sa 4 na Galilean moons. As seen by Galileo himself, no? When he pointed his telescope towards the night sky and he pointed it at Jupiter. Okay, so siguro bago tayo magtapos, bisitahin muna natin yung Jupiter mismo. No? Let's visit Jupiter. Ayan, so we are now in close approach to the mighty Jupiter. Ayan na po. Okay, so habang papalapit po tayo sa Jupiter, again, ulitin ko po, konting disclaimer lang, di po ito simulation. This is a pre-recorded video of the demo mode of orbiter. Ayan po, no? Demo mode ito ng orbiter. Hindi po ito simulation. Okay, so wag po kayong malito mga ka-spacers. Ang aking intention lang dito is ipakita ko lang po sa inyo, no, ang ganda ng orbiter. No, and maganda kasi yung graphics niya, lalo na sa mga planets, and para po tayo kasing nakasakay sa spaceship, and yun ang gusto kong iparamdam po sa inyo, no, para po tayong nakasakay sa spaceship. Kasi po nung bata ako, talagang gusto ko maging astronaut. Gusto kong sumakay sa spaceship. Wala, hindi naman ako naging astronaut. Naging biologist po ako. So sa pamamagitan po nito, gusto ko lang po imaginein na ako'y nakasakay sa spaceship at pabisita po tayo sa mga buwan ng Jupiter at bibisita tayo sa Jupiter. Yun na lang po ang tangi kong magagawa. Ngayon siguro in my lifetime hindi ko na mabibisita actually yung planeta. Okay, so siguro maghihintay pa tayo ng mga ilang taon bago ma-develop yung technology na pati tao pwedeng pumunta sa mga planets of the solar system. No, ginawa na natin yung sa Apollo, di ba? We have already visited the moon. Okay, sana makabisita po tayo din sa Mars, no? Hopefully man in the future may colonize Mars. May visit Mars muna, visit muna. No, yung colonization, that's another story. Ayan, di ba? Ayan. Alright, mga ka-spacers, no? So, comment down below kasi yun talagang pangarap ko eh. Gusto ko maging astronaut kaya pasensya na lang po kayo. No, kung ginagawa ko ito gusto ko maging astronaut. Gusto kong ma-feel na maging astronaut. Ayan, no? Kung di nyo naman gusto itong vlog na to, pasensya na po kayo. Alright, so ayan po, no? Ito po yung the mighty Jupiter itself. Ayan po, no? Jupiter has a mass that is 2.5 times greater than the mass of all the other planets and moons combined. No? Talagang wow, malupit, no? Talagang malaki ang Jupiter. Alright, and the atmosphere of Jupiter is composed of hydrogen and helium, no? With traces of methane and ammonia. Okay, ayan, no? So mostly hydrogen, around 89, ayan, almost 90% hydrogen, and 10.2% is helium, and the other gases includes methane and ammonia. Alright, and nakikita nyo ngayon on screen is the Great Red Spot. Ayan po, no, yung Great Red Spot na yan, which is believed to be a cyclonic storm. No, yung Great Red Spot na yan, a giant cyclonic storm. Okay, and kitang-kita yung dalawang equatorial bands ng Jupiter. Yan, kitang-kita yan po even in a small telescope. Yan, kitang-kita yung north equatorial belt. Ayan po, no? And south equatorial belt. And nasa south equatorial belt yung Great Red Spot. Again, which is believed by astronomers to be a cyclonic storm. Alright. Ayan po, no? Kitang-kita natin yung mga belts, no? So yung atmosphere ng Jupiter has a belted appearance or banded appearance. And these belts, they move in opposite directions, no? And kinunan niyo po yan ng Voyager, no? Yan, so yung mga belts na yan, they move in opposite directions. Alright, mga ka-spacers, no? So isn't that fascinating? And Jupiter, for your information, is the most rapidly rotating planet in the solar system. The rotation period of Jupiter is slightly less than 10 hours. So ganyan kalupit, no? Bilis ng rotation ng Jupiter. Okay? Alright. So that means dahil mabilis po yung kanyang ikot, ang tendency po ng Jupiter is medyo nagbabulge sa equator, no? It has a large equatorial bulge, no, sa equator, and medyo slightly flattened po sa poles. So ang tawag po dyan ay oblate spheroid. Actually yung mundo din natin po, no, oblate spheroid din siya. Its large equatorial bulge from the rapid rotation further suggests, no, that Jupiter has a non-solid structure. Ayan, so Jupiter bulges at the equator and flatten at the poles due to its rapid rotation. Ayan po, no? So fascinating indeed. Alright, so ayan po yung ating pagbisita sa Jupiter. Ayan po, no? So medyo bitin po yung information na binigay ko about Jupiter. Alright, so kung ano man yung pagkukulang ko, punuin nyo na lang, mag-google na lang po. Ayan, kasi we have very limited time dito sa ating pre-recorded video. And nabisita na rin po natin yung mga Galilean moons. Alright, mga ka-spacers. So siguro bago po tayo mag-end, alright, so ang Jupiter has been explored by Pioneer 10. Ayan, Pioneer 10 is an American space probe launched in 1972, completed the first mission to the planet Jupiter. Alright, then Pioneer 10 became the first to achieve the escape velocity needed to leave the solar system. So lumabas po siya ng solar system itong Pioneer 10. May dala siyang plaque, no, na may image ng tao, man and woman. Then yung image ng Pioneer 10 and nakandun din po sa plaque kung saan galing yung space probe. Okay, then 6 years later, the Voyager missions vastly improved the understanding of the Galilean moons and discovered Jupiter's rings. So Jupiter is surrounded by rings. Hindi lang po na pinakita dito pero Jupiter is surrounded by rings. Okay, and yung mga rings ng Jupiter made of dust particles, siguro galing yan sa asteroid belt. Okay, and also Voyager confirmed that the Great Red Spot is a cyclonic storm. Alright? Okay, alam na natin yung Voyager ay nasa labas na ng solar system. May dala siyang golden record, no? And recorded in that disk are the images and sounds of planet Earth. Alright, so fascinating indeed mga ka-spacers. So ayan po, no, yung ating pagbisita sa Jupiter with the Galilean moon. So sana po nagustuhan niyo po yan and sana po marami po kayong natutunan sa aking konting kwento about the 4 Galilean moons, Io, Callisto, Ganymede, and Europa. And of course, the mighty Jupiter. And again po, konting disclaimer lang po, this is not a simulation, no? This is a pre-recorded video of the demo mode. Kasi sa orbiter po, meron dong choice na demo mode, no? Demo siya. And under that demo mode, may mga ano din siya. And nandito po yung Galilean view. So yun po yung pinapakita ko po sa inyo. Right? Ang tanging objective ko lang ipakita ko sa inyo how it feels na nakasakay sa spaceship kagaya po neto, no, we are now in orbit ulit, bumalik na po tayo sa Earth and we are now in orbit around the Earth. Ayan po. So nakabalik na po tayo, kunyari po nakabalik na po tayo, galing po tayo sa Jupiter at nagbisita po tayo sa mga Galilean moons. Ayan po. So yun lang po yung tanging objective ko po, no? So hindi po to simulation, ha? Hindi po to simulation. So marami pong salamat sa inyong pagtutok at panunod po sa aking vlog. Ang tanging objective ko lang dito is education. Ayan po. And siguro naman wala po akong nasabing mali, no? Bilang isang educator din, ang aking responsibility is to give you the correct information. Okay po. So sa mga nakatutok po ngayon, marami pong salamat at sana huwag po kayong magsawa sa aking mga vlogs, especially sa mga sciences, especially astronomy. So bago po tayo magpatapos, ang Vedan Society of Young Astronomers will be celebrating World Space Week, okay, starting October 4 to 10. So antabayanan niyo po, visit our Facebook page sa mga magiging ganap namin sa World Space Week. And we will also celebrate International Observe the Moon Night. So ang Vedan Society of Young Astronomers, meron kaming online telescope viewing of the moon. Sana clear po yung skies. And also yung Sky Watcher Society of Las Piñas, meron po kaming free public telescope viewing at Vista Mall Global South sa Las Piñas. Ayan po. So antabayanan nyo lang po yung aming mga ganap, mga updates. Visit our Facebook page, the Vedan Society of Young Astronomers. Visit our Facebook page, the Sky Watcher Society of Las Piñas. And also my YouTube channel din po ko, hindi Sky Watchers. The Science Guy, Professor Jun Cajigal. Okay po, maraming salamat. Subscribe and click on that notification bell. This is your Spacer and Space Commander, Sir Jun Cajigal, saying live long and prosper and always remember to keep your space. Bye-bye po. Like and share. Ayan po ha, like and share.